A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead, looking to make a big splash here tonight. Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. Brian Anderson with you, Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill joining us tonight, along with the fourth member of our team, Allie LaForce. All right, let's take a look at some numbers for Lauri Markkanen.
And he's been locked in at the free throw line for sure. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. You just get that extra focus at the charity stripe.
Here are the 5 for the Suns. KD and Nurkic are the big men for them. Devin Booker out there with Tyus Jones. And it's Beal in at small forward. And for Utah, Markkanen and Collins the 3 and 4. George and Sexton in the backcourt. And it's Kessler in at the center position. You know, Grant, for players that move to a new team in the offseason, have they had enough time to get adjusted?
Well, you know, B.A., it depends. Some guys blend right into a new squad, but for others, it takes a lot of repetition to get a feel for your teammates.
Now here's George. Rebounded by Nurkic. And the Suns with possession. Here's Durant. Collins with the rebound. Sexton looking around. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. You know, Grant, looking at the career of Colin Sexton, he had a huge third season, averaged 24 a game.
Yeah, B.A., and unfortunately, Colin hurt his knee early during his 4th year. Had season-ending surgery, but we've seen Sexton make a full comeback and just a dynamic scoring guard.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That free throw good from Sexton. Well, when you talk about the most underrated players in the league, Doris, Sexton has to be in the conversation.
Well, let's begin with the fact that he's an absolutely fearless scorer, a tough competitor, an improved facilitator. There's grit, determination. He's willing to get into you defensively. He is somebody that will compete on the defensive end.
And it's Utah with the ball. After the basket by Phoenix on the other end. Collins finds George. From outside, off the mark.
He's got to be mad at himself. You won't get a better look than that.
Here's Durant. Outside for Booker. Back to Nurkic. Second chance effort. Down low. 4 on the clock. Jones, the pass to Durant. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones.
This is one of the best to ever do it. Simply stated, Durant is lethal from behind the arc, and the efficiency is incredible.
Now here's Kessler. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game.
And talk about payback. He hits the revenge triple.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire, a little bit of pride at stake.
The Suns have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Booker, the pass to Nurkic. And Nurkic throws it down.
Yeah, you can see the power game that Yusuf Nurkic has in his tool bag. That's a strong finish.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Jones against George. Markkanen outside. Back to George. With the floater. And it's good on the lay-in.
With that shot in his bag, George doesn't have to get all the way to the rim.
Durant with a screen on George. Here's Jones. Sexton grabs the board. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Markkanen, the pass to George. And it's good for 2. George has gotten his second bucket.
Yeah, this is why people like to play with Mr. Markkanen. This guy is a solid passer out of that forward spot.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Utah making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in. And the Suns also making a change. Allen, he's checked in for Jones. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Lauri Markkanen. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Beal. And he's been a big part of their offense, averaging more than 18 points a game. Nurkic passes to Booker. Oh, he missed the chippy right there.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Now here's George. 23 points his last outing.
You got to bring more fire than that to stop Clarkson. He's a pro at fending off tight defense.
Well, the Jazz are one of just 10 NBA franchises to never win a championship, Grant.
Yeah, you know, it's so hard to believe considering they have the 4th best winning percentage in NBA history. Think about it. If it weren't for one Michael Jordan, they'd probably have 2 rings.
Booker, good.
You've got to be there on the catch if Devin Booker gets an opportunity from the perimeter. This guy too good a shooter.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Will Hardy, and KD's name came up pretty quickly. I asked Coach about strategy for Durant, and he said, I want to get physical with him, make sure he's not getting easy looks at the hoop, and ruffle his feathers. So the orders for the defense are to stay tough with Durant. Back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie.
And how about the response by Markkanen? Made 3 on one end, he comes right back for his own team. Love it.
Beal outside. Lets it go from deep. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Pass to Markkanen. Now here's Kessler. And he makes it on the layup.
Well, Walker Kessler owns that part of the floor, going through defenders for the finish.
.125 left now in the first quarter. There's a screen by Nurkic. Beal, the pass to Nurkic. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And Doris, at 7 feet tall and almost 300 pounds, Yusuf Nurkic often is the biggest human on the court.
BA, we might as well refer to him as the immovable object. This guy has slimmed down. He's in incredible shape. But Nurkic is an old-school big, and he is a force to be reckoned with around the rim, not just because of that size and strength, but because of his skill as a passer and a finisher.
Well, the last 4 years have been a wild ride in Phoenix.
Let's talk about it, BA. 2021, up 2-0 in the finals, lose the series. 2022, win 64 games, look like a juggernaut, get bounced in the second round. 2023, new owner and the KD trade. 2024, swept in the first round. A crazy stretch. Well, you love the competitiveness you get nightly from Yusuf Nurkic. The other thing you love is commitment to team, willing to back up teammates.
Now here's Markkanen, hovering around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been huge for them. Takes the 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. They come into this one following a loss to Brooklyn.
Yeah, it was a tough one to watch. There were some bright moments, but ultimately their mistakes caught up with them.
To be perfectly frank with you, I'm surprised it was as close as it was. I thought they were outclassed all night.
O'Neal misses.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
And it's Sexton on the take. Excellent D there from Booker.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
Allen against Clarkson. Phoenix no good that time either. Jazz leading by 6. On the wing, Clarkson. It's Markkanen on the wing. Booker defending. With 4 on the clock. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And it's going to go on Devin Booker. These are his first free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Markkanen hits them both.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
And that concludes the first quarter play. Utah ahead, leading by 8. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Yeah, what stands out to you from Utah in this one?
Well, they clearly came into this game focused on sharing the ball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. Grayson Allen is out there with Monte Morris. Then it's Royce O'Neal. Then it's Mason Plumlee. And it's Beal in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Clarkson. Plumlee pulls down the board. Suns trail by 5. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Jazz are making progress. Coach Will Hardy said this team has shown grit and character and has developed a lot of confidence. When we're going through game preparations, the players walk away knowing if they do certain things, they can win. That's a big step in the right direction.
A bright future, Allie. Thank you. Jones, he's checked in for Phoenix. Here's Clarkson. He's averaging about 15 points per game. He's been a solid contributor. And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
You're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Phoenix has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Sexton against Jones. Plumlee with it. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Shot clock at 6. Allen a screen. Here's Beal. And he connects with a jumper.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Sensabaugh is checked in for Utah. And the Suns also making a change. Dunn's checked in. We're about a minute and a half into this second quarter. Clarkson against Beal. Goes up on the baseline. Bradley Beal with a rebound. Suns trail by 5. Over the last few years, Bradley Beal has had an unfortunate string of injuries, Doris.
BA, that's putting it mildly. If you go back to the 2019 season, he hasn't played more than 60 games since that year. Obviously, when he's healthy, this is one of the great shooters and ball-handling guards in the league. He has the physical stature and ability to be outstanding on the defensive end. It's just hard watching him get robbed of so many of these prime years.
Now here's Sexton. 26 points for him last game against Denver.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Here's Beal, following the bucket by Utah. The 11-footer. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Beal's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, this is the sweet spot of Bradley Beal's game. That in-between, that mid-range jumper is money.
To the middle. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammate.
And so Beal will bring it up for Phoenix. They trail by 7. Last time they met was in Salt Lake City, where they beat the Jazz.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Both teams deciding to change it up. And a moment here to check out the list of the best passing shooting guards over the last 10 games. Devin Booker on top.
And he pretty much serves the role of a second point guard when he's out there on the floor. I mean, you can trust him to make good decisions with the ball when it's in his hands.
Yeah, he may be a shooting guard by name, but he is every bit the distributor that some of the league's top point guards are. And he's as unselfish a player as there is at the off-guard spot.
Now here's Jones. He's coming off a 10-point game against Brooklyn. Plumlee, a screen on Williams. Beal, the pass to Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Terrific handle right there by Beal. Comes off the pick with his head up, looking for his teammates.
Utah leading by 5. Doris, when we talk about home court advantages, the Jazz have amongst the best.
They do, BA. You have to play at altitude. They're also a little bit isolated as well, so travel is hard. Let me tell you this, their fan base is loud, L-O-U-D.
For Phoenix, they've gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Pass to Plumlee. And here's Jones. Now here's Beal. Oh, Kessler with the block.
Such a disruptive defender, Kessler, one of the best shot blockers this league has to offer.
Williams passes to Clarkson. Collins a screen. And Clarkson, here we go. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. It goes on Kevin Durant. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
And boy, have they started out quick, running the floor, taking advantage of their speed.
And the free throw, no good. And when you talk about guards who can really attack in the lane, Jordan Clarkson is on that list, Doris.
BA, there are just certain guys who are comfortable operating in tight windows. Clarkson's mindset is score. He's got a great sense for where and when to pull up into his shot. He can burn you from 3. Little bit streaky, but boy, he can really get on a hot streak.
Jazz leading by 9. On the wing, Clarkson, three-pointer. Here's George. Sinks that one from the post. George has got 6 points.
Just a gutsy play by George inside, finding the close range look.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Booker fires from way outside. Booker missing again. For Utah, they've gotten 6 of 9 attempts to go in the second. Looking good. The offensive rebound. Suns trail by 11. And here they come. Here's Durant. And it's Durant gliding in for the fast break finish.
Kevin Durant plays with great pace. He never allows the defense to speed him up. Just a pretty pull-up jumper.
Clarkson outside. George feels it out a bit. Markkanen's got room. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 3 assists in the game.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Now here's Booker, coming off a 31-point game against Brooklyn.
And the number of points he got at the foul line shows how tough he was to defend.
And that's what I like about Devin Booker in the two-man game. This guy doesn't force anything. He always makes the right basketball play.
.30 seconds left in the first half. Clarkson against Booker. Knocked away. In transition. And Booker throws it down.
Well, you can see this guy is improving as a two-way threat. Devin Booker active on the defensive end and finishes nice.
Here's Clarkson. Kessler, a screen on Booker. Clarkson for 3. And they'll get another chance. And so it's Utah closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And they've done well in limiting Durant's production, making him uncomfortable and getting him out of rhythm. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thank you so much, guys. John, that's a talented team over there. What's given you guys the edge thus far?
I think we just came ready to play. I think the home court's giving us a little advantage, and I think we're just coming out and compete tonight. And I like the way we're starting, and I think we have to maintain that to finish the game out.
Their mentality was right on from the get-go, guys.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Hello, folks. The first half is in the books, and we've got a lead on the scoreboard for the Utah Jazz.
Well, it doesn't get much better than this, fellas.
Are you joking? It could be much better. We had something other than veggies and hummus at the craft service table, Kenny.
Yes, indeed, but I love those veggies. But I have to agree with Shaq. The food options here, Ernie, are starting to lack.
It's always about food with you two, and I'm a big hummus fan.
And now taking a look at that first half action, it was a less than ideal start for the Phoenix Suns.
To me, it starts with their effort. They have to become more active defensively to prevent easy looks, Shaq.
Yeah, the only way to slow down a team with good scores is to disrupt their rhythm. Otherwise, you can fire up that barbecue.
Man, that was 1987 all over again.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. It's been quite a game for Lauri Markkanen.
He was their offensive catalyst in the first half, working hard to get the whole team involved.
His fingerprints were all over this, involving his guys with his passes, finding different ways to take advantage of the defense.
And here are the Suns now. 7-point differential. George and Sexton in the backcourt. Markkanen and Collins the 3 and 4. And it's Kessler in at the center position. And that's the group for Will Hardy as we begin the second half. Oh, you can't let Booker get that close.
Well, you see how confident Devin Booker is down low. Doesn't even think twice about looking to score in there.
Outside Sexton. Pass to George. Over Jones. George, no good. And Booker has got the ball here for the Phoenix Suns. Trailing by 5. Here's Durant. Here's the 3. Kessler with a rebound. George outside. And he lobs it up. And finished off by Kessler.
Exactly where Kessler gets so much of his offensive performance done. Right at the cup.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Outside Booker. Jones with a screen on Sexton. Booker for 3. And the three-pointer goes. Booker's got 12 points.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Brian, Lauri Markkanen's shooting stroke at 7 feet tall had former Mavericks coach Rick Carlisle comparing him to Dirk. Lauri said it feels good to hear that because he's obviously a Hall of Famer, but there's still a long way to go, and it gives me more motivation to keep getting better. He's not getting a big head, Brian.
No, he's not, and that's the way you have to approach it to be great. Thanks, Allie. George outside, and stolen by Jones. In transition, here come the Suns. Beal outside. To the paint. Here's Booker. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Colin Sexton.
Yeah, Booker understands how to navigate his way to the paint, and he's not going to shy away from contact. Nicely done to pick up the foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Drafted as a 19-year-old back in 2015 by the Suns, Devin Booker has a special connection with Phoenix, Doris.
BA, they absolutely love Devin Booker in the Valley of the Sun. He's been with the Suns his entire career, and basically it's a fan base that has watched this young man grow up. And when you think over the long history of this organization, when you mention the best players in team history, there is no doubt he is part of that conversation.
Devin Booker is a 2-guard, Doris. What's Book do that makes him special at that position?
I mean, so many things in terms of his skill. He's an elite shooter. He has become an excellent decision maker. He can get to the mid-range. He's a 3-level scorer. There's so many things. But my favorite thing is watching this guy in an NBA Finals play with a broken nose, be hit repeatedly, and never flinch. His toughness and competitive edge is always there nightly, and I love that.
This group almost automatic from the line. The league's best free throw shooting small forwards. The 4th spot held by Lauri Markkanen.
And it's clear that these guys work hard on maintaining their free throw shooting. It's why they're among the best in the league in that category.
You know, and being the slashers that they are, having that kind of success at the line does even more to get them into attack mode. They're always looking to create some contact and get to the line for what is an almost automatic 2 points.
Now here's Sexton. 6 points for him. And here's Markkanen. Just 5 to shoot. And there's the lob. And Collins with the slam.
Just tremendous recognition from Collins there. Sees an opportunity to be a target at the rim, and his teammate puts it on time.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Pass to Booker. The 3 is up. Ooh, Booker from range. Pure.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help. Now George, a valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game. Kessler, a screen on Jones. Now here's Kessler. Over Nurkic. Kicks it to George. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And here's what Phoenix's schedule looks like. On Saturday,
they'll go up against Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Tuesday, they'll go up against Chris Paul and the San Antonio Spurs.
And you know, for that matchup with the Pelicans, that's a game where you'd be surprised to see them lose. They'd have to have a really off night for them to get upset there.
Three-pointer, Beal. Another three for Phoenix.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Markkanen outside. From the arc. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 6 assists in the game. Suns trail by 4. Outside Jones. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Jazz. They've led by as many as 11. Looking ahead, they've got the Mavericks coming to town for their next one. Markkanen with a screen on Booker. Here's Sexton. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Durant's got his 4th rebound in this one. Booker for 3. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got his 5th rebound in this one. Jones against George. Collins outside. Pass to Kessler. Oh, he tries a 3. And Booker pulls it down. Suns trail by 4. Launches it from deep. Oh, Booker from the parking lot.
After hitting only 1 from downtown in the first half, he's exploded with 3 since.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And a new group getting ready for Utah. Eubanks, he's checked in for Kessler. Filipowski comes in for John Collins. Clarkson's checked in for Sexton. And it's Mills in for George. Allen, he's checked in for Phoenix. Utah's gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Pass to Filipowski. Back to Clarkson. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Durant's got a rebound number 5 here tonight for the lead. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Well, Doris, you look back over the history of the NBA, hard to find a better scorer than KD.
Oh, B.A., he is unequivocally on the short list of the greatest scorers the league has ever seen. You think about guys, when you think about KD, guys that can create their own shot and hit from anywhere on the floor. You couple that with the size and the release point and the skill with the ball. Kevin Durant is a problem, folks.
And it's tied up with that one. And Doris, when you think about Kevin Durant, certainly a prolific scorer, but that's not the whole story.
What I love the most, I think, B.A., about Kevin Durant is how much he loves playing the game of basketball. His availability is never in question as long as there is some measure of health. The work he puts in consistently. Anyone who's ever seen his routine, teammates, coaches, front office staff, they are in awe of the commitment to his craft.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
And that one's good. Clarkson's got 6 points.
Well, Jordan Clarkson, a nice, efficient look there. Boy, that'll help your percentages.
1:03 left in the third. Morris deciding where to go with it. Pass to Beal. Fires the 3. Counted from distance. He's got 13.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Clarkson with the ball. 6 points for him. 36 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Markkanen. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Beal left side. Good on the shot. And it's a 4-point Suns lead.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot. Hot.
24 seconds left in the third quarter. Clarkson against Morris. And that one's good. Clarkson's got 4 points this quarter.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Outside Durant. Shoots over Filipowski. Again, the Suns good for 2.
Since the break, it feels like an entirely new game.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third. Both teams putting up some points. Phoenix out in front, up 4. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. And now let's take a listen in on head coach Mike Budenholzer.
Let's do it again for this quarter, 0-0. Same effort, same mentality. Keep pushing it, keep moving the ball, keep cutting.
Coach likes how they're working the ball right now.
But as he said, it's a brand new quarter. They need to play with the same fire.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the floor for Phoenix, they've got Royce O'Neal. Tyus Jones is out there with Devin Booker. Then it's Mason Plumlee, and it's done in at the 4. 4 on the clock. Clarkson for 3. O'Neal pulls it in. Phoenix leading by 4. To the inside. Oh, my! Booker just throwing it down.
Putting up points is what Devin Booker does best, and right now he is showing out.
Here's Clarkson. Drives to the hoop. Count it. Now 5 of 11 for the game.
A tale of 2 halves. After a slow start, he's turning his offense around.
Here's O'Neal. Outside Jones. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Here's Booker. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Booker's got 17 now, just in the second half. Clarkson outside. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
This, to me, is when Clarkson is at his best. When he's pushing the action, being aggressive, it carries over to the rest of the team, guys.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
And the other thing, guys, credit their game plan. They've been getting the looks they want, and they are executing at a high level.
That one's off.
Sometimes, guys, you need someone on your team who understands my job is to be aggressive, whether I have it going or whether I don't. And Jordan Clarkson is that guy.
Shibwe's checked in for Eubanks. He hits the second from the line.
And at this stage of his career, Clarkson really knows his role. A highly effective scorer who looks to decimate defenses.
Booker can't get it to go. Jazz trail by 5. And Clarkson, here we go. Shibwe. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Jones. Pass to Booker. Pulls up. That's good, and it's Jones with the assist. Booker's got 26.
We've come to expect this from Devin Booker. This guy is a relentless force on the offensive end.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. John Collins checked in for Sheboygan. Nurkic is checked in for Phoenix. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Will Hardy said to the team. He told his players, "We are right there, guys. This game is ours. Continue to work hard, and we will win this game."
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Two minutes gone by here in the fourth. Here's Clarkson. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Now here's Booker. From 10 feet away. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Well, that's what you call a tough two, because if you're in the lane at D-Book's size, you never know what could happen.
Jones against Clarkson. Pass to Sensabaugh. Collins with it. Up and overdone. And the shot is good. Drop it in off the front of the rim.
Yeah, that's a good look for Collins. I like the offensive approach right there.
Outside Booker. Williams grabs the board. And Williams has got the ball here for the Utah Jazz. Pass to Clarkson. Throws it up high. And he goes in for the dunk.
Can't ask for a better look when they needed it most. Using his height advantage inside.
And so it's Phoenix with it. 3-point lead. Booker looking around. A deep three. Williams grabs the board.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Now here's Williams. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. A different look for Phoenix. Kevin Durant comes in for Dunn, and it's Bradley Beal in for O'Neal. The free throw drops for Williams. So he gets them both. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Outside Booker. Ooh, against inside resistance. Booker still good.
Oh, the elite competitor that Devin Booker is. Big moment to be had. Yes, it's his time.
And it's Utah with the ball. Outside Sexton. Outside Williams. Outside Sexton. Nice move. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Yusuf Nurkic picks one up.
Well, you love the fearless nature of Colin Sexton. Forces the issue, gets himself to the free throw line.
First free throw is good, and that brings him within 2 here.
Well, Colin Sexton, I mean, great athleticism, unbelievable quickness, but there is an intensity that pours off this guy nightly that you have to admire.
Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Utah. All right, both free throws good from Sexton. And so it's Phoenix with it. And there's 1:45 left in the fourth. For three, Booker. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got his 6th rebound on the night. George outside. Markkanen outside. Outside Sexton. Kessler, a screen on Booker. 3 on the clock. Utah with another miss. The Suns have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. And the basket is good.
There is nothing Devin Booker relishes more than the opportunity to put the ball in the basket at a critical juncture. Yes, sir.
Jazz trail by 3. George outside. Markkanen outside. Pass to Sexton. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn.
Kevin Durant has become masterful at drawing the contact. That is beautifully done.
Good on the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good, and it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, the crucial part of those free throws is that it now makes it a 2-possession game.
Here's George. Cash! What a beautiful shot! Brings him within 3.
Keontae George steps in a big-time moment. That's a huge basket.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Booker for 3. The rebound by Markkanen. On offense, here's Utah. Kessler, a screen on Beal. Markkanen against Beal. Kicks it to George to tie it up. Oh my! What a shot! Oh, a tremendous 3! We're tied! And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Seven seconds left in the final quarter. Here's Booker over Sexton. Time expires. We're going to overtime. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest.
Here we go.
And here's Jones, Sexton and Markkanen out on the wings. Collins and Kessler there in the middle. And it's George in at the point. Booker for 3. The rebound by Markkanen. Markkanen's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside Sexton. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Jazz lead by 2.
You love this. The pressure gets physical, and Colin Sexton doesn't blink. Nice job finishing through contact.
And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Pass to Nurkic. Oh, Kessler with the block. Now George. Markkanen, the pass to George. Markkanen with a screen on Jones. For 3, George. It's hauled in by Beal. And Phoenix shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. Sexton against Booker. Nurkic a screen on Sexton. For 3, Booker gets the 3 ball to go. Booker's got 35.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
Markkanen left side. And Beal comes to help. Outside Sexton. Just 5 on the clock. And the Jazz tack on 2 more. Well, overtime basketball. About a minute and a half played. Booker against Sexton. Durant looking around. Back to Booker. Oh, Booker's shot goes despite the contact.
It's one thing to know your team counts on you to deliver big buckets. It's another to take that responsibility and run with it. Go ahead, Mr. Booker.
It's Markkanen on the wing. Ooh, Durant with some nice D.
It's not easy to finish in traffic, but those are chances he has to convert.
Booker against Collins. On the take, Booker.
Yeah, that's just John Collins erasing shot attempts with that long wingspan.
And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
Outside Jones. Here's Booker. Blocked again! Booker against Markkanen. Pass to Collins. Here's George. He connects!
And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. All right, guys, how do you see him managing the next possession?
And it would be smart to go for a 2-for-1 right now.
Outside Booker. Kessler with a rebound.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
And an intentional foul right there. He hits the first one, and that'll put him up 2.
And there's no question George can fill it up. For him, it's about focusing on shooting good percentages.
And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line. And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
And it's Phoenix's ball. Booker with it. From deep three-point land. Misses the tray. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a three-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
That should put this game on ice, not leaving any points behind.
For three, Durant. Money. And that one brings him within one.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. He gets the first, and that'll put him up 2. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And so it's Utah who scraped by with the win. Things looked a little uneven for them down the stretch, but in overtime they took control.
And B.A., I don't think they expected this one to be so hard fought. But when they went into overtime, they really poured the gas on the fire.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Well, tonight, Colin, what a game for you. When you think about your development as a player, what are you most proud of?
I feel like I've accomplished a lot, gotten better. That's the biggest thing. Just continue to grow each and every day when I'm in practice. And my teammates, they've been helping out tremendously, and I appreciate them for that.
The sky's high for Colin Sexton.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. And let's reveal our player of the game, Lauri Markkanen.